Welcome to Sports Field. I'm Ryan Bew here today, joined with Jason.
Ciao.
And Carl.
We have a lot of sports to talk about today. We have FIFA World Cup. We have some NFL football, some college football. So let's jump right in.
All right, so we're going to start off with the FIFA World Cup, United States versus England. The United States and England tied in a good game. I don't know if I would call it a good game. Pretty boring in my opinion, but it's always good to see them tie with, especially with a team that was supposed to beat them. England had a 60% chance of winning the game. England had possession most of the game. They had possession for 56% of the match. But the United States had more shots than them. The United States had 10 and England had 8. And they ended up tying.
Yeah. So for the next game, the U.S. has to beat Iran to advance in the World Cup, and England beat Iran 6-2. So after the U.S. tie with England, hopes are up.
Yeah, it looks like they can beat down the Iranians.
That game should be takeable. If not, it's a deeper loss. But so some surprise upsets were Japan won against Germany and
now they have to win against Costa Rica to get to the knockout stage. So it will be really hard because Spain has also to win against Japan.
Yes.
But everything can happen in a World Cup.
I personally think Germany will prevail and step it up.
Yeah. Moving on, Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a huge upset. As Messi's getting older, he takes an L in the World Cup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge in the
horrible game. L for him. Saudi Arabia fans were seen taunting him terribly after the game.
That is true.
If you didn't see the viral clip, there was multiple fans asking, "Where's Messi?"
Well, the Saudi Arabia prince actually made the day of the upset a national holiday, and then proceeded to gift each player a $450,000 Rolls Royce.
Crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. So after the first 2 game days, France and Brazil are the only teams that have qualified for the knockout stage. Everything is open for the other teams.
Yeah, those 2 teams are really looking strong this year. They're probably going to take it, but I mean, it's the World Cup. You never know who can just creep up these quick couple early games.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to
college football.
So Michigan took on Ohio State. They went down to the Horseshoe down in Ohio. They were battling some injuries, both teams actually. Michigan was out their star running back, Blake Corum, who's a Heisman candidate, and the Buckeyes were without their star wideout and running back, Jackson Smith-Njigba and Travion Henderson. The game turned out to be a shootout through the first half, but Michigan kind of took over in the second half. Their QB, J.J. McCarthy, was a true team leader for them as he passed for 3 touchdowns to keep them rolling. Ohio State got their share of action in the first half, but were stopped cold in the second half. This huge rivalry game turned out to be a nightmare for Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see Ohio State lose.
Yeah, honestly, both teams, I feel like you're always seeing them like to top the leaderboards. Just got to see an L.
Yeah, well, moving on to some NFL news. The Bears lost to the Jets. Justin Fields didn't play in the game as he was out with a shoulder injury. Mike White threw for 315 yards for the Jets.
Yeah, both teams in the QB room, they have tough situations as Justin Fields out, and then Zach Wilson, who usually starts for the Jets, has just been underperforming, so they put in Mike White, who has
he's not very good.
Steal the job from him. He is not very good, but, when you play the Bears, I think he was able to do it.
Yeah, well.
Then on the Bears side, they just couldn't do anything with their QBs. QB2 and QB3, Trevor Siemian and Nathan Peterman, they just couldn't get anything done.
Yep.
And that's going to wrap up our show today. Happy Monday back from break, Vikings.
Yeah, enjoy your week, Geneva.
Go!
Go!